Hi, I'm Shadow Witch, and welcome to my circle. And we have for my special guest today, Miss Michelle, my videographer, and she's my crew. And we are going to do take 2 of the zombie bus. And the reason for that is there were some people saying that the first video we did for the zombie bus that was taken outside had all kinds of crazy screeching and weird sounds. I don't know if some people heard that. If they did, I apologize. Maybe you guys can hear bats. I don't know, but a lot of people watched that video, so I didn't want to take it off. So we thought, since for those that actually watched the first video, you're awesome. We're going to just continue with adding a few more people onto our bus. Now, to give you the background in case you did not watch the first video and that sound was bothering you, this particular concept, the zombie bus, comes from a book written by Maximilian Brooks, who is the son of the legendary actors Mel Brooks and his wife Anne Bancroft. And Max Brooks has written a lot of books of the zombie genre, and one that I read many years ago, and it was so great, was the survival guide for the zombie apocalypse, something like that. Easy to Google, you can find it online. It's a really cool book, and the concept is the zombies are going to come and get you, or some kind of apocalypse is going to happen, and we have to move really far north to survive, and you want to bring people that you know in your life that can actually help you kind of repopulate the earth and have skills of some sort, some kind of cool skills that can keep your little tribe alive. Now, is your tribe 1 or 2 people in a small Volkswagen? I prefer a bus because, a huge transportation bus or a tour bus can put a lot of people on it. Oh, a double-decker bus, that's a lot of people.
That's a great bus.
Yeah, so you can get a lot of people on that bus. You're going to go as far north as possible, hopefully get away from the disaster and kind of start to repopulate. So who do you know? Has to be somebody alive, has to be somebody that, preferably that or that maybe you can get a hold of and kind of convince to go with you. Now, of course, if you don't pick somebody, everyone has the chance to drive their own zombie bus, which is kind of cool. And I had just been mentioning to Michelle that it's almost kind of like the concept of Noah's Ark, isn't it? Where Noah knew, or was told, you got to pick only a few people. He chose to repopulate the earth primarily with the animals. He chose to bring the animals. I think that was really kind of significant. Those were the most important, I think, the people he brought along too. But the animals were the significant part, I think, of that story. So we're going to start with adding to whom we already have added to our zombie bus. So if you know us and you're not picked, you might have been on the first video. So, and now you must, if you're playing this game at home, I hope you will, it's nice if you have a friend or somebody, you're like, oh, I love my friend, it's a family member, I've got to take grandma, she's wonderful, I love grandma, but if grandma has no skills, man, I mean, somebody, you bring somebody along just because, you really love them, but they could actually be detrimental to your tribe, and they could actually cause death to your people. So the whole idea is to bring along people that will allow your tribe to survive. So the ultimate survival or survivor. All right, so you're going to go first this time, Michelle. Who are you going to put on your zombie bus and why?
Well, can we do pets? Or shall I say, can we do animals? Because I was just thinking that same concept. Get a couple of chickens and put them in the back because we're going to need to eat, and we can't eat the folks if, so I'm thinking, let's use
we're not
the back.
We're not the
right,
zombies.
Right, so
yeah.
I'm thinking, let's take the back and try to little area for maybe some chickens, you know.
All right.
I would say even maybe some little piglies, you know, because we can always grow them up.
Uh-huh.
And you're thinking
Animals.
we're gonna need to survive. So with the chicken, we get eggs and we get chicken.
Yeah. That's
So you
true.
got to think, you know, how many things can we work with to
Yeah.
to be able to survive while we are surviving.
That's excellent. Yeah, bringing animals. That's a very good concept. And I had chosen my father and a couple other people in the first bus that have farming capabilities, and chickens and pigs are right up their alley. I mean,
Yes.
that's, you know, they're professionals there, so that's cool. I would pick, the next person would be my friend Janet, and I was thinking about her because she would be like my squirrel. When I say squirrel, it's because you could send her out anywhere into the wood, anywhere. She is like the best hunter-gatherer.
Oh.
Now, she's a
That
hunter-gatherer more with, you know, flea markets or sales or finding things that, you know, maybe new, used and repurposed, or she's really, really great with that kind of stuff. She looks at something and she sees how you can reuse it. She's done some great stuff in her house. It's yeah, somebody that has that quality. Now, maybe we won't have houses that we can like repurpose certain things in, like she has, but
She
out
could show you how to make the house from scratch.
in the wild,
Almost.
that hunter-gatherer concept is going to be a really useful feature. So Janet is my squirrel. And you gotta have a squirrel. You have to have somebody that's really good. Like, all right, this is what you need. I'll be back. All right,
Exactly.
next one for you.
I would think, as strange as it would be, I would take my doctor.
That's not
I
strange.
would take my doctor, and my doctor's great.
Yeah.
So I would, and very caring, you know, very concerned. So yes, my doctor would definitely have to come.
That's excellent. No, that's a really, really good idea. That's excellent. Yeah. I like that. My next would be Miss Laurel, who helps me in so many different areas here, just because she's a hard worker. Hard worker, and she don't put up with any grief. I mean, when she puts her mind, she's like, it's going to get done. And sometimes you need that. You know, I tend to be too concerned with trying to keep, you know, all the balls in motion. You know, I'm the one that's trying to organize everything, and she's just give me a job, and she's not going to stop until it's done. And you really need somebody that's really you're like that too. So yeah, I'd have you on my zombie bus.
And FYI, Miss Laurel, if she don't have room, I got you. You can come with me, Miss Laurel.
Yeah, everyone can drive their own zombie bus.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be on somebody's bus.
That's
All right.
it.
Next for you.
I would probably. I have an aunt that I would bring, and she's very. I want to say like the squirrel thing. You can send her anywhere. She can create anything out of nothing. She's just very crafty that way. So she could help you make a little house out of leaves, and it would look great. So, and it would be sturdy. So I would say my Auntie Linda would definitely be the one to come.
Oh, nice. Oh, I like it. Well, I would next choose a very good friend of mine, Neve, who is a musician beyond compare. Just incredible talent. Because I was just saying to some friends the other night, I mean, I would never want to commit a crime because, you know, if I went to jail, if I couldn't see my moon and I couldn't have access to any kind of music I want to listen to at any given time, that would be a worse punishment than anything that could ever be, you know, subjected to. I have to have my music, and to have somebody like Neve to basically be able to pick up any instrument and create any song and just play anything without needing sheet music, without you know, just be able to create. Such talent is really rare, and yeah, I definitely have to have Neve there. They're one of the most talented, also nicest person I've ever met. Just a real loving, wonderful, all around great person. So being able to create music, that would be vital. That would be vital. That's as important to me as eating
That is
food.
very important.
Yeah, so you need a doctor.
Yes.
But you need music.
You need music for the soul.
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
a great idea because
Yeah.
you got to think about it too. While we trying to survive,
Yeah.
we are going to need some music to keep us, growing and,
If
just
you don't
great
have
sounds.
music, why?
Right.
Where am I driving to?
Right.
Why am I even driving there?
Right.
I mean,
Because we're definitely not going to have TV. So,
yeah,
let's make some notes.
yeah, exactly. Let's make some music. Okay.
Amazing.
All right. So another one.
Okay, I would bring. It's so many. All right.
It's a lot.
Yes, it is. I don't know. It's a choice between maybe another cousin and one of my younger sisters, and the reason with both of those would be is because they're more of I want to say they're more go-getters too. They like to organize. They love to set things up, just putting things in order, in having, just always having things together. So between those two, I'd say between my sister Marsha and maybe probably like my cousin Nellie.
Ah,
So
nice.
good people, good
Yeah.
workers, hard workers, always like to have order. So that's
I
good
like
too.
that. Well, I'll finish it up with saying that I would. I don't have specific names, but I would want to fill out the bus with a lot of young people, say in their early 20s, that are, oh my goodness, really, really, self-aware, late teens, early 20s, adults, self-aware, people who are in the LGBTQIA plus community, because they really are self-aware and they have the ability to look at the world in a way that so many people just refuse to. We can all look at the world in a great way, but they're going to be our future, and they have hope, that the world can be a better place, and I have hope in them. And I want, young people from every race, every religion. I want young people from every gender, and I just want young people that really have belief that the world can be a better place. So I want to fill it out with a lot of young people that are like, put me on your bus, because we're gonna make the world a better place. I don't want religious fanatics. I don't want haters. I don't want those that are, if you're terrified and scared of your own self and scared of other humans, there's either other buses for you, or let the zombies get ya.
Yeah.
The zombies gotta eat, man.
Yes.
I know it sounds cruel, but you know what? If the zombies are going to be there, then they got to eat. So, but yeah, the zombie bus, it's a fun concept, and it makes you think about who you actually allow into your world and
Yes.
into your life, and how beneficial are they, and are they somebody that you really want in your tribe, and are they allowing you to make the world a better place, or are they actually harming your world and poisoning the world around you? And that's what it comes down to. It's all a metaphorical game. But I'm really happy that I have so many people in my world that are
Yeah.
really amazing. And so that was the concept of the zombie bus. I highly, highly, highly recommend Maximilian Michael Brooks, I believe is his full name, which is the best name ever.
Yes, it
Such
is.
a great name. Check out his work. I believe he's on Kindle, he's on Amazon, he's everywhere. Really, really amazing author. Super funny, his works. he puts a lot of effort into his writing, and it's a great fantasy trip to take. So, but it's also kind of a metaphorical thing. So think about it. Well, thank you so much for visiting us on our zombie bus.
Yes.
And we will see you again soon. So thanks for visiting our circle. Be sure to comment and share, like, and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.